ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna all, I seek your blessings so that whatever I speak is in the Guru Parampara and pleasing to the Lord and for my purification. So welcome you all once again. So let us start with today's class. So can somebody just give 1 or 2 points from the previous class? Yes, anyone of you?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
In sloka number 1 to 3, we have discussed about 26 qualities of devotees.
Yes, yes.
And then 6 qualities of Asuri in sloka number 4.
Yes.
And then the characters of the Asuri and Devi Guna were for liberation and then for attachments, and also that was for causes some miseries also happens.
Yes.
And then pravrutti and nivrutti margas, there are 2 margas in that, pravrutti and nivrutti. So that's the thing. Asatyam, not to such extent I might have memories with me, Mataji.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Yes, anybody else wants to share something? Because somebody has said. Am I audible?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Anybody else? Somebody else wanted to say something. Otherwise, we will start. And those who can, will you please switch on your cameras? Okay. So if nobody wants to say something, we will start with today's session. So as Prabhuji rightly said, this chapter, we are talking about the divine and demoniac qualities. In the previous chapter, in the 15th chapter, Krishna spoke about the spiritual world. Srimad Bhagavatam and in Brahma Samhita also, it is described that this whole creation is divided into 2 parts. One is the material world and one is the spiritual world. This material world is just 1/4 of the whole creation where we people reside, and the rest 3/4 is the spiritual world. Material world, as we all know by this time, that it is dukkhalayam ashashvatam, and spiritual world is satchit ananda. It is eternal, it is full of knowledge and full of bliss. Eternal in the sense, in general we know that nobody wants to die. Okay, so we scientists are developing so many new things, just to achieve that eternality, but all attempts are in vain, right? It is not possible because this world is dukkhalayam and ashashvatam. It is non-permanent, right? Then full of knowledge. Um, the soul's nature is curious, like the soul is inquisitive. He wants to know about the things, correct? So, but we are not having the real knowledge. And what is the real knowledge? Real knowledge is we are not this body, but we are the spirit soul. And ananda, that is full of bliss. So the very foundation for all activities in this world, of all our actions, is just to get happiness, correct? But all these things are available to fullest extent without any limitation in our real home, which is nothing but the spiritual world that Krishna spoke about in the 15th chapter. And here we are struggling a lot. As why we are struggling here? Because everybody wants to become the master. And because everybody wants to become the master, this leads to competition, envy, hatred, and so many troubles due to all these things. And people, they are attached to their tiny possessions. Like we have seen the dogs on the street, they are fighting and they are barking at each other, and we know that the dogs, they mark their territory, and if the other dog tries to enter their territory, then they start fighting. And when we human beings see at that scene, we kind of laugh, and we understand that that land doesn't belong to that that dog, isn't it? The dog, it may belong to the society if the dog is in that society, or if the dog is on the street, then that land belongs to the government. It doesn't belong to that dog, but still they are fighting and they are claiming that that part of land is theirs. Same thing happens with the human beings also, isn't it? So we are also fighting, and we are also claiming that all these possessions, whatever we have got, they belong to us, right? And that is the wrong conception in this world, and that's why we are again and again repeatedly going through this cycle of birth and death. So 16th chapter, Krishna starts with two kinds of living entities, divine and demoniac. As Prabhuji rightly said, that first verses, Krishna talks about the divine qualities, right? In 7th chapter also, Krishna has mentioned that there are two kinds of people, one who surrender to me and one who do not surrender to me. So same thing is getting more elaborated in this chapter. We all know that there are two voices inside us. One is good and one is bad, correct? One voice is directing us to morality, spiritual values, correct things which is to be done, and the other is kind of rebellious and diverting us from the correct path. In any situation, the one voice will say, no, don't do this, this is not according to the rules and regulations, no, you should do like this. And the other voice, kuch nahi hota, let it be, you can do it, it doesn't matter. So always two voices are there. So His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj always says they are like good dog and bad dog. Okay, so the dog which you feed will become more and more strong. Same way, we have to analyze that which dog we are feeding. If we feed the good dog, then naturally we will develop divine qualities. And if we feed the bad dog, naturally we'll develop bad qualities or demoniac qualities. So in previous ages, there was a distinction between this divine and demoniac or demons. So in Satya Yuga, if you see these demons, they used to the divine and the demons, they were on different planets, right? Like Hiranyakashipu and Nrsimhadev or Varahadev, Hiranyaksha. So they were on different planets. But in Treta Yuga, they were on the same planet, correct? Like Lord Ramchandra and Ravana, they were on the same planet. In Dwapar Yuga, what happened? They were in the same family, we can say, same dynasty, like Kauravas and Pandavas. And now in Kali Yuga, this divine and demoniac propensities, they are within the same body, correct? They are within the same heart, within our heart. Both these propensities, demoniac also and divine also. And so sometimes we are confused. Like sometimes we feel that this is divine, this is demoniac. So we can't understand really what exactly is to be done. And so this chapter, 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna clearly mentions what qualities are demoniac and what qualities are divine, correct? And we have seen 9 verses, so we will start with the 10th verse today. So in these verses, we are going to see the attitude, the symptoms, the nature or the behavior of the demoniac persons. Okay, so that when we understand, in first 3 verses we saw the divine qualities. Now we are trying to understand the attitude, behavior, nature of demoniac people. So when we understand both these things, we can fix the problem in our life, and we can progress on the path of righteousness. That's why this is very important. So let us start with today's verse. Who wants to recite?
Ashale Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
काममाश्रित्य दुष्पूरं दम्भमानमदान्विताः मोहात् गृहीत्वा सत्प्राहान् प्रवर्तन्ते शुचिव्रताः.
Prabhuji, read the translation also.
Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. Taking shelter of insatiable lust and absorbed in the conceit of pride and false prestige, the demoniac, thus illusion, are always sworn to unclean work, attracted by the impermanent. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Can somebody read the purport?
Read Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Padma Mataji, you can carry on.
No, you go ahead. It's okay, Mataji. I'll read the next one.
Hare Krishna. Purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The demoniac mentality is described here. The demons have no satiation for their lust. They will go on increasing their insatiable desires for material enjoyment. Although they are always full of anxieties on account of accounting impermanent things, they will continue to engage in such activities out of illusion. They have no knowledge and cannot tell that they are heading the wrong way. Accepting non-permanent things, such demoniac people create their own god, create their own hymns, and chant accordingly. The result is that they become more and more attracted to 2 things: sex enjoyment and accumulation of material wealth. The word asuchi vrataha, unclean vows, is very significant in this connection. Such demoniac people are only attracted by wine, women, gambling, and meat eating. Those are their asuchi, unclean habits. Induced by pride and false prestige, they create some principles of religion which are not approved by the Vedic injunction. Although such demoniac people are most abominable in the world by artificial means, the world creates a false honor for them. Although they are gliding towards hell, they consider themselves very much advanced. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So here, um, now Krishna is telling about the nature, their attitude of the demoniac people. Correct? So the demons, they have, they take shelter of insatiable lust. So lust is what? Lust is nothing but adamant desire for which is forbidden or prohibited. That is called as lust. So they are hankering for prestige, pride, uh, and respect. So they want all these things, honor. So they have they are hankering for they have insatiable desires for material enjoyment. They just want to enjoy. That is the only aim of their life. They are full of anxieties. Okay, and they go for non-permanent things. They think no, that they consider non-permanent things as permanent. Correct? So they gold, silver, they have bungalow, they have car, they have material body. So all the bank balance, foreign trips, or big degrees, all these things are not permanent, but they consider it no as their prestige. That if I have a good degree, I'm great. Okay, I have a good wife, I have good bank balance, then I'm great, I'm strong, I'm powerful. Like that they always think. Okay, so they are behind all these things which are not permanent at all, and they don't understand that at the time of death all these things will be vanquished. We are not going to take anything with us at the time of death, right? And they think all these things as uh, their success in this life. Okay, but they are not interested in permanent things. Which are permanent things? The soul is permanent, the supreme personality of Godhead Krishna is permanent, the spiritual world is permanent, then the relationship between the soul and the Lord, that is permanent. But they are not interested in such things. They are only interested in non-permanent things which are going to be vanquished. Then they just they do religious things just to show off. They don't really believe in that, or no, they are not doing it no, for their own progress or something, not like that. Just to show off, make a show off to the people, they are doing all those things, right? And yes, and ashuchi vrataha, the word here mentioned in the shloka, that is unclean work, dirty work. They are indulged in dirty activities like gambling, meat eating, illicit sex, intoxication. Correct? And we have example of Duryodhan and Shakuni. They always they were making plans, how to cheat and how to loot Pandavas, isn't it? Always they were and they just wanted to fulfill their desires, and Duryodhana wanted to become the king. So they were working all their the whole life they wasted in that only. And when Pandavas were in forest, Duryodhan could not sleep because he was just always in anxiety what will happen after 13 years when Pandavas will come back, right? So that way they are hankering, they are wasting their life in non-permanent things. Also, Ravana is the best example for this insatiable lust. He used to think that any beautiful woman, whenever he used to see, he used to think that this is for my enjoyment only, and he never cared whose wife is that woman or whose daughter it is. He never cared for that. It was only his insatiable lust. And Marichi, we know that he warned Ravana that never think of doing something to Sita, who is wife of Lord Ram, because he had personal experience. We know that story, that when Ram and Lakshman, they were with Vishwamitra Rishi, Ram had defeated Marichi. So Marichi had a good experience of Lord Ram. So he was warning Ravana that please don't no don't uh, no don't do anything to Sita, otherwise Lord Ram, no, he is not ordinary person. He will definitely do something to you. But Ravana did not listen because of his lust to enjoy Sita Devi. So all these things. So what they just want, it is said here that they are attracted only to wine, women, gambling, and meat eating. All the don'ts which we say, isn't it? So they are attracted only to these things, and they don't have any interest in other things. Okay, so that is the only goal, that is the only aim in their life. And it is said here that although they are gliding toward hell, they consider themselves to be very much advanced. So Prabhupada was saying that what kind of advancement they are talking about. Because 5,000 years ago also there was birth, old age, disease and death. And now also there is birth, old age, disease and death. So what kind of advancement is this? Also, the scientists are claiming that we are making a lot of inventions just to make life comfortable in this world, but still all these things they are not able to conquer all these things, isn't it? They are not able to conquer death. So what kind of advancement is this? Prabhupada was saying there are, in fact, nowadays there are more deaths, more suicides, more people are so much distressed, then more divorces, more abortions, then higher rate of crimes. So is this a sign of advancement? What inventions scientists are making to life more and more comfortable, but actually it is all degrading. They are all gliding towards hell, as it is said in the purport. So we have to understand. Previously, they used to have respect for elders, but nowadays people, there are now old age homes, and old people are kept kept there. Then at previously there was access to fresh air, water, and food, but nowadays everything is contaminated. So this is definitely not any kind of advancement, right? So that's what Prabhupada is trying to say. So this is the nature, this is the attitude of demoniac people. Let's go to the next verse. Yes. Prabhuji, Subbarao, Prabhuji, you want to recite the verse?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji, you can.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dandavat
Yes.
pranam.
Dandavat pranam.
Chintamaparimeya cha pralayantamupashitaha kamopabhogaparamaeta vaditanischitaha ashapashashitairbaddhaha कामक्रोधपरायणाः ईहन्ते कामभोगार्थाम् अन्यायेनार्थसञ्चयान्. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
Shall I read translation also?
Yes, Prabhuji, read the translation.
Translation is Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. They believe that to gratify the senses is the prime necessity of human civilization. Thus, until the end of life, their anxiety is immeasurable. Bound by a network of hundreds of thousands of desires and absorbed in lust and anger, they secure money by illegal means for sense gratification.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, somebody else will read the
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Thank you, ma'am. Prabhuji. Yes, Padma Mataji, you wanted to read.
Yes. Okay. Hare Krishna Mata, Danda Pranam. The demonic accept that the enjoyment of the senses is the ultimate goal of life. And this concept they maintain until death. They do not believe in life after death. And they do not believe that one takes on different types of bodies according to one's karma or activities in this world. Their plans for life are never finished, and they go on preparing plan after plan after plan, all of which are never finished. We have personal experience of a person of such demonic mentality who even at the point of death was requesting the physician to prolong his life for 4 years more because his plans were not yet complete. Such foolish people do not know that a physician cannot prolong life even for a moment. When the notice is there, there's no consideration of the man's desire. The laws of nature do not allow a second beyond what one is destined to enjoy. The demonic person who has no faith in God or the super soul within himself performs all kinds of sinful activities simply for sense gratification. He does not know that there is a witness sitting within his heart. The super soul is observing the activities of the individual soul. As it is stated in the Upanishads, there are two birds sitting in one tree. One is acting and enjoying or suffering the fruits of the branches, and the other is witnessing. But one who is demonic has no knowledge of the Vedic scripture, nor has he any faith. Therefore, he feels free to do anything for sense enjoyment, regardless of the consequence. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Yes, so again, here, again, Krishna is explaining about what is the goal of life of these people. It is nothing but gratifying the senses, right? And here it is said, Chintam aparimeyam cha pralayantam upashritaha. They believe that to gratify the senses is the prime necessity. Okay, and because they want to gratify the senses, there is lot of anxiety, thousands of desires, and that's why lot of anxiety. So chitta and chinta, these are two words. So chitta is what after death it burns us. So that is it burns us only once, but this chinta or anxieties, they burn us the whole life. Correct? Because one after other, we are always in anxieties only. Okay. And then, yes. So, what are their attitude is that their anxiety is immeasurable, and they are bound by a network of hundreds and thousands of desires. And then they are absorbed in lust and anger. Then, as I said, that the ultimate goal is to enjoy the senses. Enjoyment of the senses is the ultimate goal, and they do not believe in life after death. And they don't they don't understand that we get different types of bodies according to our karmas, that they do not understand. And for enjoying the senses, they perform sinful activities also. They earn money in illegal ways also, in wrong ways also, because they do not understand that there is a witness sitting in our heart in the form of Paramatma. Because they don't have the knowledge of the Shastras, they do not believe in all these things. And because of that, um, they are just engaged and engaged in satisfying the senses, and they are ignorant about the Shastras. They are because they are faithless, and because of that they don't have any knowledge. And then they just want big position, they just want prestige, they just want earn more and more money, because their lust increases more and more. So we know that lust is, as I said, it is adamant desire to achieve something. So if the lust is satisfied, it becomes greed, and then you want to earn more and more. If it is satisfied, you want to have still more, still more, still more. It doesn't end at that point. And if the lust is not satisfied, it becomes it is converted into anger. Okay, and then in that anger you still try more, you again try more and more hard, because you want to achieve that thing, right? So ultimately we are no we are entangled in that cycle, because even if it is satisfied, it leads to more lust, and even if it is not satisfied in the form of anger, again you try more and more for to satisfy that lust. So we are revolving, it keeps us revolving in this cycle again and again. So actually what all things said here are, I mean, that lust, then anger, greed, pride, illusion, and envy, they are like concentric circles. We all of you must be knowing concentric circles. The center is the same, and the circles are the center is the same and different circles. Okay, one after the other. So lust is the main thing, then after that anger, then after that greed. So in anger, lust is there. In greed, anger is also there, lust is also there. In pride, all these three things are there, like greed, anger, and lust. Illusion, all these things. And envy. Envy is the darkest quality we can see. Correct? So all no, we are they are bound by all these things, and so they cannot come out of this. And that's why they are engaged in more and more sinful activities to just satisfy their senses. One thing one should understand, that when we come into this world, we have nothing. And when we go from this world, we have nothing. No pocket. No, we don't carry anything at the time of birth, and at the time of death also, we don't carry anything with us. Right? So that we should understand. And in between, we have whatever we wear, we have pockets and all. And so we think that, no, I should accumulate money, I should have big bungalow, I should have a good car, I should have, I should go for a trip. So all these desires, they are only in between. At the time of birth and death, we cannot carry anything, but they don't understand this thing because they do not have knowledge of the Shastras. And that's why they tend to just work for their senses again and again and again. And finally, and Prabhupada mentions in the purport that whatever is destined, they don't believe in destiny because they don't believe in life after death. Correct? So no one can enjoy a bit more than whatever is sanctioned by the destiny. Our life is also like that. Whatever no, whatever breaths we are allotted, only that much we can live in this world. The moment no, our quota is over, we have to leave this world, whether we want it or we don't want it, right? So that they don't understand, they don't believe, and that's why they are always engaged in sense gratification and making money and making more and more plans to be comfortable in this world. So let's go to the next verse. Yeah, who wants to recite?
Hare Krishna Mataji, may I?
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Ida madhya maya labdha mimam prapasye manoratham ida mastidamapi me bhavishyati punardanam aso maya hata shatru harnishye chaparanapi ishvaro ahamaham bhogi siddhoham balavan sukhi आद्यो बीजनवानस्मि को अन्यो अस्ति सदृशो मया यक्ष्ये दास्यामि मोदिष्य इत्यज्ञान विमोहितः. Mataji, may I read translation?
Yes, read the translation.
Thank you, Mataji. The demonic person thinks, so much wealth do I have today, and I will gain more according to my schemes. So much is mine now, and it will increase in the future more and more. He is my enemy, and I have killed him, and my other enemies will also be killed. I am the Lord of everything. I am the enjoyer. I am perfect, powerful, and happy. I am the richest man surrounded by aristocratic relatives. There is none so powerful and happy as I am. I shall perform sacrifices, I shall give some charity, and thus I shall rejoice. In this way, such persons are deluded by ignorance. Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you. Dandavat Pranam.
Yes, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you, Mataji. So what this person thinks, he thinks that I am the controller and I am the enjoyer of everything. Okay, I am perfect, I am the powerful, and I am the happiest. Everything is being done by my potency. That's what they think. Everything will increase. So the money which they have now, they are thinking that I will increase it more and more and more, and that way I will be the supreme, I will be the most great person. And that's why they feel that he is my enemy, so I will kill him, I will defeat him, because they want to maintain their supremacy. They don't want competitors for them. They want to enjoy everything on their they want to enjoy everything themselves. They don't want any other person to be a part of it. And they are very greedy for wealth. And if we tell them that whatever you can enjoy only that much which is sanctioned by your destiny, so then they think that you are weak-minded, and you are believing destiny, so nothing like that exists. So they are kind of atheistic fellows, correct? So they don't believe on destiny and all those things. Like we can see Ravana, Hiranyakashipu, or Hiranyaksha, Duryodhan. All these people, they never believed. Duryodhana saw Krishna personally. He saw his universal form, partial universal form, but still he did not believe that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead and he can do anything and everything. See, in front of him, Krishna was present, but he could not understand him. So these people are like that, correct? And nothing will happen to them. They just come and they just go, because they don't have any knowledge of scriptures. They are just hankering for all these things, but nothing becomes, they cannot achieve any result as such. Then on the contrary, we see Yudhishthir Maharaj and Pandavas. They are the righteous kings, moral kings, spiritual kings, and they faithfully followed all the principles. So a man who follows the principles, or who is obedient to God, is a sura or a divine person, and who doesn't follow the principles or teachings of the Lord, or doesn't who is not obedient to God, is a asura or demoniac person. Correct? So a man who doesn't believe in God and tries to sustain by himself is like driving a car without brakes. Correct? So what happens by that? Who doesn't act according to the teachings of the Lord, he goes out of control in handling his mind and senses, his body. Correct? So like a man is going in car without brakes, will fall off from a cliff, and then it is a trouble for all. So such people are like that. They are driving a car without brakes because they don't understand what is right, what is wrong, what to do, what not to do, because they don't know the scriptures, they don't study, they are not interested in the Shastras. But they do have, they don't believe in God, but still they have morality, right? Like atheist, they don't believe in God, but still, if his wife is eloping with another man, he wants, he wants to see ethics and morality. He doesn't like his wife going with another man like that, isn't it? So they are not able to understand these things, but still they are, subtly they are following morality. They don't like their wife to do like that. Correct? So like I said, good voice and bad voice. So good voice is telling them that this is not correct, but they are ignorant about that, and they are listening to their bad voice only. They are feeding their bad dog, and that's why they are developing demoniac qualities. And like people want to enjoy, but how much they can enjoy in this life, right? How long they can enjoy? Nobody is thinking like that. Their only aim is to enjoy in this life, but they don't think about this, how much I can enjoy and how long I can enjoy. What, and do I have that ability to enjoy permanently? No. Do I have that much money? Do I want to eat, I want to eat opulent food, but how much can I eat? Correct? So I want to enjoy, but they don't know how much and how long they can enjoy that. uh, that's why their lives have no significance, because they they don't think of any other thing beyond, what will happen beyond this life. They are not interested in all those things, so their life just goes like a waste, right? So that is their situation in this world. So let's go to the last shloka for today. Who wants to recite?
Mataji, I have one question.
Yes,
They
Mataji.
say, they think, in the like one before the last time, I shall give some charity and thus I shall rejoice. So these demonic people also, if they give charity, do they go to the heavenly planet?
Mataji, that charity, with what intention you give, that is important, right?
Yeah.
That is going to come in the next chapter. But just to tell you that if they are giving charity for just pride, no, that's people will praise them, people will respect them, people will honor them. If they are giving charity by that intention, it is of no use, right?
Okay, Mataji. Yeah, because their
just
qualities are such.
Yeah, just for show off, they want to do all these things. Means
Yeah.
just to show off to people, they may follow some religious, things, but internally they don't want to do it. It is like that. It is just to show people that I am like this, I am doing like this, I am doing this puja, I am worshipping here. Just to show people they are doing all these things, but internally they are not interested in that. That is the
Okay,
thing.
Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes. Anybody wants to recite this shloka?
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, just a minute.
Yes.
अनेक चित्ता विभ्रांतम अहजाल समावृताः प्रसक्ता कामभोगेषु पतिन्ति नरकेषु च. Can I read the translation?
Prabhuji, read the purport. Read the translation.
Translation. Thus, perplexed by various anxieties and bound by network of illusions, they become too strongly attached to sense enjoyment and fall down into hell.
Yes. Prabhuji, you can read the first paragraph.
Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The demonic man knows no limit to his desire to acquire money that is unlimited. He thinks only of how much assessment he has just now and schemes to engage that stock of wealth further and further. For that reason, he does not hesitate to act in any sinful way and so deals in the black market for illegal gratification. He is enamored by the positions he has already, such as land, family, house, and bank balance, and he is always planning to improve them. He believes in his own strength, and he does not know that whatever he is gaining is due to his past good deeds. He is given an opportunity to accumulate such things, but he has no conception of past causes. He simply thinks that all his mass of wealth is due to his own endeavor. A demonic person believes in the strength of his personal work, not in the law of karma. According to the law of karma, a man takes his birth in a high family or becomes rich or well educated or very beautiful because of good work in the past. The demonic think that all these things are accidental and due to the strength of one's personal ability. They do not sense any arrangement behind all the varieties of people, beauty and education. Anyone comes into competition with such a demonic man is his enemy. There are many demonic people and each is enemy to the others. This enmity becomes more and more deep between persons, then between families, then between societies, and at last between nations. Therefore, there is a constant strife, war, and enmity all over the world. Hare Krishna. Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Can somebody read the next two paragraphs?
I'll read, Mataji.
Yes.
Each demonic person thinks that he can live at the sacrifice of all others. Generally, a demonic person thinks of himself as the supreme God, and the demonic preacher tells his followers, "Why are you seeking God elsewhere? You are all yourself God. Whatever you like, you can do. Don't believe in God. Throw away God. God is dead." These are the demonic preachings. Although the demonic person sees others' quality, others equally rich and influential, or even more so, he thinks that no one is richer than he, and that no one is more influential than he. As far as promotion to the higher planetary system is concerned, he does not believe in performing yajna or sacrifice. Demons think that they will manufacture their own process of yajna and prepare some machine by which they will be able to reach any higher planet. The best example of such a demonic man is Ravana. He offered a program to the people by which he would prepare a staircase so that anyone could reach the heavenly planets without performing sacrifices, such as are prescribed in the Vedas. Similarly, in the present age, such demonic men are striving to reach the higher planetary systems by mechanical arrangements. These are examples of bewilderment. The result is that without their knowledge, they are gliding towards hell. Hence, the Sanskrit word moha jala is very significant. Jala means net. Like fish caught in a net, they have no way to come out. Thank you, Mataji. Hare
Yes, thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. So again, here Krishna is stressing the same point that they are perplexed by various anxieties and bound by network of illusion. And so they become strongly attached to sense enjoyment and finally fall down to hell. Then they always have plans to improve more and more, correct? And they think they don't believe in the law of karma, and they think that all this wealth, whatever they have accumulated, is due to their own endeavor. And anyone who competes with them is their enemy, and they want to destroy that enemy. Okay, and they are making a lot of plans. Like here, two examples are mentioned. Like Ravana, he wanted to make a staircase so that people can easily go to the heavenly planets. And modern day scientists, they are making so many arrangements to make life comfortable. So many inventions. Like if it is too hot, they have invented air conditioners. If it is too cold, they have invented heaters. Then for white hair, so many hair dyes are available in the market. Then you have wrinkles on face, then they have facelift surgeries, correct? Then all tooth are gone, then they have dentures. So all these things, they are inventing so many things to make our life more and more comfortable. But ultimately, they don't understand that they are trying to repair a dying body. And whatever they do, this body is going to be finished one day. That they don't understand. And that's why they are they keep on inventing new and new things, just in the name of advancement. But that is not the real advancement. And they never inquire about the soul. And therefore, as it is said, they glide down towards the hell. And it is said that in this verse, mohajal, that is like a fish caught in a net. They are caught in this net of material world, and they have to undergo punishments also for the activities they are performing. So you may feel that everything is repetition, but Krishna is stressing on these demoniac qualities. Why? Because this chapter, we can see that this is for our introspection. What are divine qualities and what are demoniac qualities? And we can introspect. We fall into which category, and definitely we can nurture the divine qualities in us. when we understand that these are demoniac qualities, we can definitely nurture divine qualities in us. Why? Because divine qualities lead they elevate our consciousness, and they help us to make progress on the spiritual path. But demoniac qualities, they lead to degradation. And this divine qualities, definitely they can be nurtured. We can cultivate these qualities irrespective of whatever background we have. But we can definitely, because it depends on our choice, our determination, and our willpower. Okay, so there are two things, nature and nurture. So nature, what we get is due to our past karma, or past due to our past life actions. But nurture is of this life, what kind of qualities we cultivate in this life by our choice, by our determination. Okay, so definitely these qualities can be nurtured, these divine qualities, and we can proceed. So that is the message given. That is the message given in maybe today's section, that understanding what are demoniac qualities, we can at least try to develop. When we have understanding of this, definitely we will try to overcome it, and we'll try to develop divine qualities by which we can make progress on the spiritual path. So thank you so much for patiently hearing the class. And if you have any comments or questions, we can take. Otherwise, we will stop.
Yeah, Mataji, one question I have.
Yes.
Now, about this advancement, yes, I agreed with all that. But certain things, when these scientists, how they make, like hair dye, dentures, these things help. See, nowadays, see, when people are getting old, when they lose their teeth. So how can that be demonic, Mataji? Because
it is not
they are
exact.
making all
Yeah. Mataji, the thing is that it is not demonic.
Because something becomes life, more easy.
Yeah, that is
these
true.
things make life easy,
Mataji, without having a scriptural knowledge, just making inventions, just making such things, that is not going to help. One should have that understanding also, that this is going to make our life comfortable, but actual real thing also one should understand, that we are not this body, but we are the spirit soul. So whatever things we do for to make our body comfortable, it is one day the body is going to get finished. If with that background they are making this, this is just for comfort,
Yeah.
but they don't have knowledge of the soul, Mataji. That is the thing.
Yes.
They are making advancements, they are making inventions just from on the bodily platform, you can see.
Okay.
So the spiritual aspect is not there at all. And scientists, especially big scientists, they don't believe in God and all, isn't it?
Yes.
Very few, because they totally depend on science and the theories proved by the science. So they really don't believe in all these things. So the basis is wrong. They are just thinking of body. That is the thing. That's why it becomes demoniac. That that invention may not be demoniac, Mataji. Are you getting?
The intention.
With which intention they are doing, that is on totally on bodily platform, right, Mataji?
Yeah, to make money. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, Mataji, thank you so much. Yes. Sorry for asking it. Maybe a stupid question.
No,
I was just
Mataji.
thinking.
Yes. It has to be we have to clarify our doubts. That is a good thing, Mataji, always.
And when we are preaching also, these questions can come up,
Yes,
so don't want to look like a fool. At least we can explain to them.
Yes, the intention is important.
Yes.
And they are working on bodily platform, that we should understand.
Yes. Okay, Mataji, thank you so much.
Yes. Anybody has any other questions or comments? You want to share something? Otherwise, we will stop. We may have another class. We have another class, na Bhuvana Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, Kannada Bhagavad.
Yes, yes. So
She
if
has
you
logged
don't,
in already, I think.
huh?
Mataji has logged in. Kannada session.
Log-
Mataji has
okay,
already logged
okay.
in.
Okay, okay. So then, if you don't have any questions, then we will stop here. So thank you so much for attending the class. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Vaishnav Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Okay, Jai.
Thank you so much. This
Thank you,
chapter is
Mataji,
for
also.
introspection. So just keep this thing in mind.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you
Yes,
so much
Mataji.
for the wonderful
Thank you,
explanation.
Mataji.
Yeah,
Thank
Hare
you, Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Dandavat
you,
pranam.
Mataji. Hare
I will
Krishna.
leave.
Yes, Mataji.
Mataji. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Dandavat.